Here in Detroit, we have heard from so many people shocked by the number of dead birds along Jefferson near the border of River Rouge.
Now, residents say there are always plenty of seagulls near Zug Island, but recently they've started to see a lot of dead or dying birds. They wondered what was going on, so we sent our Paula Tutman to check into it.
Without question, there is a certain kind of Hitchcock creepiness to being around all of these seagulls, but this really isn't about creepy. This is about a possible human health risk. The sight disturbing. Hundreds of birds, dead, dying, decomposing in the hot southwest Detroit sun. The sound nearly deafening. The smell horrendous. This is an industrial area off of Jefferson near Zug Island. A natural rookery or bird hatching area has developed over the years off of the Detroit River, and neighbors are concerned by what they see as a massive bird die-off.
There's thousands of dead birds over there in the road.
Well, the smell is terrible, and it took my breath away, and it took his eyes are watering.
We first reported the story last night, tipping off DNR, which has been on the case immediately. 4 birds were collected and sent to a Lansing lab for a necropsy or animal autopsy, and today DNR was back.
It's probably not botulism because it's only affecting the juveniles. If it was something that any of them could pick up, then the adults would be dying too.
The birds are all younglings, juveniles, learning to fly, confused, unable to navigate well. It's believed to be the culprit based on the condition of the dead birds. All of the same relative age, good fat deposits, general good condition. It's thought that this isn't a bird die-off, but rather an incidental kill-off, as the young birds fail to navigate in the proximity of man-made booby traps. Wide gauge fencing, not nearly wide enough. Buildings they run into as they try to fly, trucks and vehicles that run into them. Wow, they won't get out of the way. And then, of course, perhaps the heat snap.
The only thing we're seeing here that's dead are the babies, the young of the year. Probably about half of them can't even fly. I think that's why they're getting hit in the road. But we've got some in for testing right now. We're going to try to find a few more samples.
Late word from the wildlife lab in Lansing. Lots of bird trauma, some dehydration and malnutrition. No signs right now of bird flu or avian flu or botulism. Those tests will come back tomorrow. But because this has happened before a couple of years ago, they believe that this is really more natural causes. More importantly, not a human health risk. Paula Tutman, Local 4.